Oh yes. Oh yes, it is that day.
May the 4th be with you.
May.
Always.
Yeah.
It's Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
It's not the
I'm not a big Star Wars fan, so.
Oh.
But I'll celebrate it. We're celebrating it.
I'm not a big Star Wars fan. What the fuck?
I just haven't seen it.
You start the podcast like that. Fuck you.
You'll be fine. Like I've said, you will be fine. But yeah, May 4th. May the force be with you, I guess.
It's a pun. We do them on the show. May the 4th be with you.
Oh. Yes.
May the 4th, because it's the 4th of May. Get it?
I know. I do. And everybody's celebrating Cinco de Mayo today just because it's Saturday.
No.
Yes.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know.
Whatever. Fuck those people.
Yep.
Cinco de Cuatro. Oh, hate it. Good.
Oh,
Welcome, as
hello.
always, to the Coop and Brohm Show, episode 9.
No, maybe one more.
The 4th, May the 4th be with you. The Star Wars themed podcast that we promised. It's the podcast you need, not the podcast you deserve.
That is absolutely the fucking truth right there.
It's the Coop and Brohm Show where you get to hang out with us and we don't have to hang out with you.
It's the best way possible.
Pretty great. And today we're talking Star Wars.
Yes, we are.
Star Wars.
I don't know much, so it should be good.
Well, what do you know about it? Well, let's start with this. Today's weed sponsor is Skywalker Kush.
There we go. We're starting off.
Skywalker Kush. Use the Force to smoke weed.
That one's kind of like the piney kind one. Huh?
I don't know. I just said it because I've heard it before.
I've had Skywalker OG.
Buddy, I've had Blue Dream that tasted one way, and I've had Blue Dream that tasted another way.
This is true.
I don't know. There's no quality control out there.
There is, though.
They just bring
in
it to
legal
me.
states, but I digress.
Yes, go on. You digress. No. Go on.
What?
We're talking Star Wars today.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Talking Star Wars. First of all, that embodies now 9 movies, not including the other 2 standalone movies. How many of these have you seen? Should I have tried to get a different host for this?
I mean, I've only seen up to
Potato Brains.
like the pod racing.
What is your
Anakin
favorite?
Skywalker. What's that one called?
That's episode 1.
Yeah,
The Phantom Menace.
that's the one.
That's where
It's terrible.
That's the backstory
Actually, the pod racers were pretty badass, but that's all
Okay.
I've seen up to.
That's all you've seen.
Yeah.
As far as like the progression.
I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I didn't follow it after. Like I don't know. I got married young as fuck, so I'm just like, I don't know. It was weird because it's not like I don't like Star. It's not
Those
like I don't
movies
like
were
Star
all
Wars.
out when you got married, bud.
Shut the fuck up. That's true.
Just the worst person in the world to have a fucking Star Wars podcast.
Yeah,
with.
you did not pick the best one. I'm not gonna.
We're
deny
gonna do
that.
it. It's great. The best
Like I said, it'll
co-host.
be interesting. Because I say some fucking weird shit, you know.
The big Cthulhu monster in the sky blessed me with a best friend and a podcast co-host. Grew up right next door. How you doing, bro?
I'm great, man. How are you? Oh man, that one.
So Cthulhu monster Jesus sent you into my life. I'm a
How
huge
about
Star
that?
Wars fan.
Okay.
But not you.
I mean,
Remember that time that we were high?
yes, I do.
And I saw Star Wars Episode 8 9 times last year.
Oh, and you wouldn't shut the fuck up about it? Yeah,
While I
do
was
remember. Wait, or was that episode I don't even know what the name.
Episode 8, the Last
Well, I was in
Jedi.
Boulder last year, so I don't know.
Yeah, well,
When did that come out?
that came out in the end of 2016.
Okay, so yeah, I was here.
Wait a minute. That came out in the end of 2017.
I was here.
Wow, baked potato brains.
Yeah, you would
The
shut
end
the
of
fuck up about
2017. It's a great movie.
That's fine. You're
A
passionate
lot of people
about it. That's
fucking
fine.
don't like. A lot of people don't like episode 8, and they're wrong to not, because it's good. It's fucking awesome. It's a great movie.
Do
You
you
haven't
think
seen
I'm
it.
I know. I should. I should binge watch
What
them.
movie do you recollect the most?
Oh, dude.
Like Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, the original.
What's the one? Empire Strikes Back is the one with the Hoth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right. So
That one's a good
thank
one.
God you've seen the movie at least once.
Dude,
Fucking hell.
the scene where they fly around, whatever those fucking things are called. Tide Pods.
Tide Pods?
No. Yes.
Yeah, Tide Pods. AT-ATs.
And wrap the fucking
They wrap their legs up. Right.
wire around fucking.
Yeah, we're talking Star Wars on the
Yeah,
show
man.
today.
Yeah. I'm
So,
watching Chewbacca just fucking wreck shit right now.
as of today,
Eh.
rest in peace, Chewbacca. Chewbacca died. The actor that played Chewie.
Meryl Streep?
Not funny. Peter Mayhew. Rest in peace. Chewie. Chewie, get us out of here. Today at Disneyland. You can officially buy churros that look like lightsabers.
Shut the fuck
How
up.
clever.
I need to go to Disneyland again.
I'm in.
I wanna go.
Let's go. Let's get in the car. We're going to Disneyland. Get in the fucking car. We're going. No, your kids come. Your kids can't come.
I know, but I work nights.
Fuck Disneyland anyway. Anyway, space shit.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This is a segment of the show where we talk about space shit, but since it's a Star Wars theme, we're going to talk about Star Wars space shit, okay?
Alright.
One of the biggest things about sci-fi in general is that there's no sound in space.
True. Very true.
So like all the like, you know, weird shit, the explosion sounds and stuff, that wouldn't happen.
Oh my god.
But
I'm just trying to imagine space.
you'd hate a
what space
movie.
would be like.
You would fucking hate a movie that you couldn't hear, like, all the cool shit that you normally would hear.
Well, what about silent movies? Or are those just made to be
I'll tell you about silent movies. Fuck silent movies. Yeah, there's a reason that we don't do
they're
that
fucking
anymore.
weird.
It's not a matter of art. It's a matter of they didn't know how to fucking put audio to video back then. That's
true.
all it is. And
That's
it's like,
so funny. And then people are like, oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah, and I don't like that. You know, progress is just because you don't get it, you want to like preserve your corner of creativity. Doesn't mean you can be like, you know, up someone's or stuck up about like, oh, I'm a silent movie buff. Like, oh, you're fat. Fuck you. You're like,
Yeah, right?
I almost said faggot.
Oh.
Then we get kicked off YouTube. Fuck.
Yeah, wow.
Old habits die hard.
Sometimes.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Fuck.
We should have a Die Hard episode where we just talk about Die Hard the whole time.
I'm down.
We should do that for Christmas. That'll be our Christmas episode.
So you're one of those. Okay, that is. I think it's a good Christmas movie too.
It's a great Christmas movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Another good Christmas movie is Harry Potter.
Well, I haven't. We've talked about this. I haven't really seen Harry Potter.
Let me tell you something about Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back.
Is that also a Christmas movie?
It's an everyday movie. I have watched that movie more times than anyone else on the face of the fucking planet. And I'll put that up against anybody. I have watched it more times than anyone. Period. Fuck you. If you want to contact the show, go fuck yourself. Use the Force. Reach out to me using the Force.
bitch.
Or
Yeah.
as always, you can use the Bully Network.
Yeah, Bully Network has been working fantastic.
Talk to
We
Brohm.
have been getting your messages.
We've been getting your messages
We're
from
sending
other
them
bullies.
out.
You talk to your bully, and Brohm will get the message from
fucking right
through the bully channels.
Yeah.
Bully.
I got you.
All right, so I've always wanted to be able to fly the Millennium Falcon.
There you go.
That would be so fucking cool. Flying around a big fucking, you just have like this big Chewbacca friend. Like
Dude, right?
you have a big puppy friend who's like loyal as fuck. And he's a bit of a sarcastic asshole and like he gives you shit about your ego.
Oh my god.
But like
yeah.
it's you and your buddy Chewbacca. He's just a wingman.
Yeah, dude.
He's not gonna try to swoop your girls.
No, dude.
He's just gonna like look handsome and
He's like a dog.
You gotta wonder.
He's like a good looking dog now.
Yeah, man.
Like perfect wingman.
So in the movie Solo, which is like a prequel to everything, Lando in this one. So Lando's in that as a young man. He has the brand new Millennium Falcon, and it looks so fucking brand new.
Really?
And it looks like white and like everything is completely like on the inside it looks like a fucking Gap commercial. Like it's like no, what does it look like? It looks like Diddy's house.
That's so funny.
Just everything was white and like
a flying palace.
just really, really palace like, white, and it doesn't look like anything what.
You're gonna make me want to binge Star Wars now.
Dude, so get this. I was thinking to myself while I was watching Solo, I was like, how the fuck did the Falcon get so dirty? And I was like, well, obviously it's because there's a fucking Chewbacca living on it. So of course it just gets shitty everywhere.
No, Han is he's like bachelor living, man. Like it's his bachelor pad.
I know that it's not bad. I'm just saying, like
not just Chewie, it's him too.
It went from being like completely white,
right? Like
cold blue steel white.
You remember the shit they got, like the bars they hung out in and shit, and
the shady shit there.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
they were smugglers. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there should have been like a whole series on Chewie and
I bet they
Han's
smoked heroin.
adventures. I bet they did all kinds of space heroin. That's actually one of the topics I wanted to.
How about that?
That's a perfect segue into the next topic. I have always wanted there to be a Star Wars movie where the main character is struggling with addiction like super hard,
like
just
tweaking the fuck out.
Yeah, but he's like an old Force user, but he's like all fucked up.
Yeah.
Whether it's like potions or spice, because then that could be like, or like hyperdrive jet fuel. He's just like he's doing crazy shit like Force meth. Dude. I don't know, Sith meth.
Seriously, like
he's sucking bantha dick
and that's how the Millennium Falcon got so fucked up. He was pawning off fucking panels from inside the fucking Falcon to make money.
No, dude,
trying to fucking get his smack.
That's
man.
funny. So there is a time frame between the prequels, so the ones that were made when we were kids.
Yeah.
Because the ones that were made originally, they were all out by the time we were born.
All right, so help me understand this. Like it did not start out as episode 1, 2, and 3. It started out as 4, 5, and 6. Correct?
So that as far as the story
New
goes,
Hope was 4.
They started making the films.
Okay.
In the middle of the story.
But why?
It's a storytelling mechanism.
Someone took a lot of fucking acid to come up with that kind of concept.
No, it's the same thing as like a singer writes lyrics that are ambiguous enough for you to reflect on and use your imagination as to what they like kind of.
That's a good analogy. I guess I didn't.
But wait, when it comes to storytelling, it's the writer's job to give like enough exposition, which is like background to the past, and like setting up the story. There's enough exposition in the first 5 minutes of episode 4 that if you pay attention, you kind of understand that there's some kind of war in space going on.
Okay.
And this person is looking for these plans to some fucking battle station. And you start to piece together the story, and then in your mind, based on what the characters are talking about, like the Old Republic, and when Luke talks about how his friends have all left the planet to go be a part of something bigger, you're kind of like, I wonder what that is, you know? And it's just like,
Okay.
it's not so much what the story is as much as the introduction to that huge universe that was introduced to you, like when that first movie came out. Nothing like that had ever been a thing before, like an adventure movie in space.
True.
2001 came out before Star Wars, I believe. Like Space Odyssey.
Oh yeah, like the
But it's not
super,
fun.
no,
It's just like
it's
scientific.
weird.
And
Yeah, it's kind of weird too.
it's very weird. It's not. It's fucking very weird. We
Yeah.
could have It's
But-
Orwellian almost.
No, like I guess I just didn't look at it that way. I guess
It's good storytelling.
interesting.
Good storytellers use exposition to fill out like the entire universe of their story. That's what George Lucas was so great. It's not so much like it's your curiosity that was sparked after your movie, you know, because especially with the character Boba Fett, like you know the bounty hunter.
Yeah.
There's not much context as far as like the movies go, but everyone was just like, "Who the fuck is that? That character looks so cool," and he was hyped up. Like
Yeah.
everyone wanted to see that guy in action because he's the one that fucking caught Han. Like he's the one that found them. You know, Han was like the cleverest motherfucker in the galaxy,
Right.
and Boba Fett hidden some garbage and
Dude, Darth
found
is
him.
getting his ass kicked right now by.
No way, dude.
He did.
That's his boy.
So
You're not gonna kick your son's ass. You're just gonna fuck with him a little.
I'd kick the shit out of my son's ass.
You wouldn't kill him. You might cut his arm off.
Yeah, he'd be fine.
But you yourself know that you've had your arm cut off and that it just builds character. So
Wait, what?
in the prequels, it shows how Vader also has a fake arm because
Oh yeah, I remember. that
Anakin Skywalker gets his fucking arm chopped off by Count Dooku. Dooku is probably the fucking most phoned in performance. I love Christopher Lee, but like, or was it Christopher Lee? Christopher Lloyd?
For
Christopher Lee, right?
for who?
Count Dooku.
Oh,
It's just like a weird character, unnecessary.
interesting.
In
Yeah.
the prequels are very weird. So all of that exposition I was talking about that made Star Wars so cool, and the
Right.
curiosity about what they were talking about, and like the mystery behind why did the story start at 4,
Yeah.
which he kind of retroactively he retconned is in like retconning is like you go back and change what you've already created to fit what you're going to do. That's called retconning or retrofitting something. You know, like when they retrofit a transmission to fit like a new motor.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that in a storytelling premise. So when episode 4 came out, it was just called Star Wars.
Okay.
It wasn't called Star Wars Episode 4: A New
right.
Hope. That was retconned after. I don't even know if it was retconned before Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back may have come out as just Empire Strikes Back. And it may have even gotten all the way to Jedi before. It was just the opening crawl that started changing.
That's one of my truths about Return of the Jedi, by the way.
Oh, what's that? Oh, we'll get to it.
I could just do that and just do
No,
two
no,
later.
no.
All right, okay. But we're on topic right now.
No, I'm very, very weird about how organized we stay. We have to follow the production
I guess
pamphlet.
Okay. All right.
We
I guess
we have
it's-
a very specific way we do the show here, right here on this bait slate, and I'm gonna follow this to the T.
Let me rip that.
There you go.
I haven't ripped one of these in a bit.
Don't mumble, dude. Talk into the microphone. Speak
I'm
clearly and
sorry.
concise.
Oh,
Clear and concise, please. Brohm, yes. So,
That's
So, let me tell you
delicious.
something.
Okay, what?
back to what we were talking about, addiction in space, okay? So, in between episode 3 and 4, so in between, like, where the story is separated, there is Obi-Wan Kenobi. You know who that is, right?
Yes.
The old man. The old wizard. The Jedi.
Yes.
First Jedi you're introduced to in the whole story. Well, there's a whole gap of time where Luke is just a growing up young boy, where
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor, who played young Obi-Wan,
Okay.
would be growing into an old man, right? And I have a complete outline for a movie for Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it involves him
Totally. Heroin phase.
being totally strung out on something like
Awesome.
totally on H, maybe? Or Space H?
Space H. Holy fuck, that sounds so good.
Yeah, it,
I want some Space H. Ew, no I don't. But
let's
it
see here.
sounds cool.
So, let's see. One thing about Obi-Wan Kenobi is, like, he's always portrayed as kind of like the perfect Jedi throughout every appearance. So I'd like to see him struggle, you know?
Okay.
They don't ever show him, like, face too much adversity in the stories. So maybe he's, like, washed up and wasted and, like, face down in the bar of Mos Eisley in the cantina. And, like, that's where, like, you're introduced into all the aliens in the first one, where they go to Mos Eisley, the spaceport.
Okay, yeah.
So let's say he's, like, fucked up and washed up there, right? And he's known as, like, being a crazy old wizard. And, you know, Jabba the Hutt? Like, what if he owed Jabba the Hutt money? Because he's just filled his tab up completely.
Oh, yeah.
So his tab for, like, space dope has just gone to the point where he, you know, fucking Jabba sends his goons after him to collect. So he uses, like, his lightsaber openly because the locals probably just believe that he's, like, some crazy old motherfucker that killed a Jedi, right, and stole it from him one. Which is kind of why he's willing to use it in A New Hope so openly. Because Vader's supposed to be hunting Jedi. He's supposed to, like, have wiped Jedi completely out. Vader doesn't even know until the end of episode 4 that Kenobi's still alive. Like,
He feels it in the Force.
he fucking, yeah, he doesn't know where Kenobi is,
No,
but
he just feels it. Look at this.
so
dude
yeah, we could see him
clinging
totally
on for life.
yeah, fuck yeah, this is one of the best moments of history here. One of my favorite things on YouTube is kids who just get introduced to Star Wars and their parents videotape their faces to this moment when they find out Vader's Luke's dad. And oh, spoiler alert, Vader's Luke's dad, and the kid's face is like so like genuinely like shocked and crazy because they're like, the bad guy's his dad. Like, how is that possible?
Right.
It's so fucking funny. But I mean, I grew up watching these so much that I can't pinpoint a memory. You know, I just was always watching these. But anyway, back to what I was saying about Kenobi. He could be totally fucked up and just like almost like remember Jackie Chan's movie
Rush Hour?
No, Drunken
Oh,
Master?
I think so.
Dude, a fucked up Drunken Master version, like where he has the Force, but he's like super wasted. Maybe he's boozing it, but I think like the opioid crisis, they should totally fucking touch on it. Have him just be totally fucked up, like in an opium
Maybe a homeless
den.
stint.
But I think it'd be funny if Jabba like knows he's all fucked up and knows he has a debt with him, so
Yeah.
he makes him like come and work for him, and he wants a Rancor. And Rancor is like the big beast that Luke faces in the basement of Jabba's house.
Right.
So that could explain how Jabba got the fucking Rancor, is because he sends Kenobi out to the Dune Sea, and they talk about the Dune Sea, but they've never actually shown the Dune Sea. Really? And I would love to see like a filmmaker make like a complete
Dune Sea.
Yeah, a complete portrayal of like a Dune Sea. Yeah, well, you could just film like
multiple dunes.
Yeah, you could film an ocean and then just like texturize it to the fucking dunes, and have it just be like moving a really sand. Weird looking, yeah, really slowly and shit. Yeah, very wild, and have that be where like the Rancors live and just explore an area of Tatooine that hasn't it's been talked about a lot, but hasn't been like explored actually. I mean, you could show like a family of Rancors and baby Rancors and how they act and shit and how they're kind of like
Oh, that's so fucking
weird.
That's a good one though. I like.
Dude, yeah. So, and obviously he wouldn't trust Kenobi enough to like do it on his own. So, you'd have to fucking have. You'd have to have like a cast of like bounty hunters with Kenobi,
Oh,
keeping
yeah.
him in line. So like a little all-star team that don't like each other too much, and then you could have like Boba Fett in the movie too. So you have Fett in
Ah.
the movie, kind of like giving Kenobi a hard time.
And then they have a falling out, and that's probably why they hate each other, right?
I don't know that there's even a scene with those two
Or they. Well, he
at
caught.
all.
Oh, I guess it was because there was a bounty on Han's.
No, we're not talking about Han. We're talking about Kenobi.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, because Fett's always at Jabba the Hutt's place. Like,
okay.
so he could be part of that story, which is on Tatooine, which is where Luke is, which is why everything's kind of there. But anyway, you can see him totally like, you can see him visit the pod races and shit and see what they've become since like Anakin Skywalker's probably a legend at the pod races,
Right.
You know, who knows, maybe. But I would love to see like him save like young Luke from like Beggar's Canyon or something. Have Uncle Owen freak out and try to fuck Luke up. Maybe maybe Obi-Wan steps in. Maybe Obi-Wan starts hearing crazy fucking voices in the desert, and it's Liam Neeson. That's what sobers him up.
Interesting.
Because he's
a
out.
younger version of him, just hearing himself.
Yeah, so like, let's say the movie starts with them trying to go get a Rancor, but he gets all fucked up, and he gets like lost from the tribe, so he's out in the middle of nowhere,
Hallucinating,
getting cleaned up, yeah, kicking it,
yeah,
and then like, the movie would end with him actually going to get the Rancor, but he's out there like learning different Force technique with the ghost of Qui-Gon Jinn, which is Liam Neeson,
yeah,
because Liam Neeson's the first Jedi to learn how to bring himself back from the dead in the canon. Like, he's the first person to be able to do that. Pretty nuts, right? But he teaches Kenobi in the desert how to do that. And then Kenobi also fights Darth Maul again. Because Maul gets fucking robot legs and goes on this revenge quest. And it ends like that.
Really?
And that's actually in Rebels, an animated series. I think it's my favorite lightsaber battle. Because it lasts like 5 seconds. Kenobi's so fucking rad. Like,
nice.
he's an old man. And Darth Maul's like just twisted with anger, and he's all fucked up from Sidious. And Kenobi just like takes one step to the side, pulls his lightsaber out, and like chops. He like, I don't know if he chops his arms off or does. I don't know what the fuck he does, but he definitely kills Maul like for sure this time. You know. Maul was able to live cut in half, even though...
Jesus.
You know, because that's how the episode 1 ends, Maul getting cut in half.
That's true.
But yeah, I have a pretty badass scene with... this goes on. I have a whole
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, dude. And then he could be visited by Yoda, and then it would kind of tie into a lot of episode 8s.
Okay.
A lot of the reason episode 8 was so highly criticized is because
I don't even know that.
it had a force ability that had never been used before, like a pretty weird force ability. Someone is able to like project themselves as themselves, but they're not really there, and they're on a different planet. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Wow.
Oh shit.
Interesting. That's not the Force. What'd you do?
Your shit okay?
No. Some sounds all fucky now.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
There you go. That just came undone. Yeah, we're good now.
No, I'm not good. Great.
Well, quit fucking shit up. Jesus.
How's that?
We're good.
Fuck you, man. Do you have any force abilities that you would probably come up with? Like new
shit.
force.
Yeah, like getting food out of a fridge.
No. You can do that now, dude. You can just go to a fridge
No,
and
without
open it up.
moving, like in my bed.
You can do that with the force already. I'm talking about new force ability. I'm not saying like what would you do with the force. That's a no-brainer. You'd be jerking yourself off under your pants all the time.
I would like.
You'd be giving yourself strange force ghost hand jobs.
I would give myself the ability.
Force ghost hand jobs.
Force myself to be able to travel at light speed, and go different places.
Ooh, like a spaceship.
Yeah, just like.
So you'd be able to fly through space without.
Yeah.
So like Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I haven't seen those either, so I wouldn't know.
That's pretty interesting. I've never heard of that before. I was thinking more like breathe underwater.
Ooh,
or maybe like.
See, they already did that in Waterworld, though.
Or maybe like.
He grew gills.
Fuck off with that shit. They already did that in Waterworld. The ability to fucking breathe underwater isn't all exclusive to Waterworld, bro. I'm for crying out loud.
Well, they also did it in episode 1 with those Jedi breathing apparatuses.
Yeah, they did have those little breathing apparatuses. But I really think that just the ability would be cool. Or just like, I don't know, Jesus stuff, like turning water into wine. Turning flowers into
like
copious amounts of pot.
Remember my reoccurring dream I've told you about? I want to be able to just like...
The one about...
jumping.
Dick Cheney?
Huh? No, you fuck. About me jumping up and down, like, bottom of the ocean and then to the top of the sky and shit.
Right.
Like, I want to be able to just, just... I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. But it'd be fucking... instant food.
Instant food? You just pull food out of your pockets?
No, you're just like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right in front of you. Open your hand. Or whatever, and you're just like, I want this. And you're just
You'd
like,
feed the world.
No, bitch, I'd feed myself. And maybe my kids, if they behaved. I'm just kidding.
Dude, you'd be Darth Travius. That's a good one. Dark Travius, dude.
Travius.
Darth Travius. Lord Travius.
Travius.
How about we take a smoke break to actually smoke?
Okay.
A little bit of smoke break?
Sure. Bitches.
Alright, we'll get out of here. Chewy, get us out of here. That's better. There should be a Tinder setting, Star Wars mode for nerds.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bro. Get off your fucking phone.
I'm sorry. You wouldn't let me respond, so let me just leave it as that. I'll just leave it as
Alright, we're talking Star Wars.
Yes, we are.
Talking Star Wars. Today's podcast, we're talking Star Wars. Alright, so what if the Empire were the good guys?
Ooh, that'd be weird. I don't know what would happen.
Be pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and finish.
I'm done, man.
Your fucking
We're
text message.
Because I can't remember right now how the Empire...
Your text transmission.
Look, I got my notes open now, bitch.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Back to it.
Yeah, well, that's a good segue into this episode. We've been kind of on a hiatus.
Yeah.
What's your deal?
What's your deal, bitch?
Fuck you.
I've texted you a few times.
Fuck off. No, you haven't.
I have, though.
No, you haven't, though.
But
I have. But you haven't.
I mean, I could just show you, but...
Show me.
That's bitchy now,
Show me nothing, okay? You can't show me. You gotta get up pretty early to show me something, okay?
Yeah?
You gotta get up pretty early in the afternoon to fool me, Brohm, I guess.
I mean, I could throw this brick of truth at you real quick.
This isn't the first.
Bitch.
This isn't the first fucking gay rodeo I've been to. All right.
I know. Because you're gay.
Oh, how 90s of you. Good
Isn't
one.
it? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll get a time machine, go back in time, and watch how many times she called me gay in our lives. It's funny. Anyway, Truths and Revelations, Star Wars themed.
Here we go. You ready?
So it'd be like,
I'm shooting some shit where that you probably don't know about Star Wars.
Here it goes. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll be 100% honest. And if I know it, I'll tell you. Maybe.
Harrison Ford was cast as Han Solo by accident.
How do you figure?
Lucas saw dozens of actors, including a young Kurt Russell.
Yep.
Yeah, you heard that? For the part of Han.
Yeah, but
I guess it wasn't really
accident.
accident.
I'll finish this.
Oh.
He's a carpenter on the set and asked him to read his lines.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Yep. He's like, Ford's delivery, feeding lines to the other actors. Like, he caved, I guess, and just, it's like, I like this guy. We're going to cast this guy.
Al Pacino turned the role down.
So, it could have been Kurt fucking Russell.
I know, I'm so glad it wasn't.
That would have been
Didn't
weird.
he also turn the role down because of Big Trouble in Little Tokyo or something?
I don't know.
He loved John Carpenter's wiener. Anyway, that's a good one. Excellent one.
Okay, James Earl Jones put in less than a day's work. You know that?
For
Darth Vader?
As far as what goes?
Like, all the voicing of it.
Just in the first movie?
Because how many movies did you play in?
James Earl Jones for Vader?
It was like, let me just read this. Like, he chose him as the voice because of that, obviously, his voice.
Yeah.
He was paid $7,500 for it. And
Really?
completed all of his lines in 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's probably for the first movie.
Well,
Empire Strikes Back.
it wasn't specific. I'm sorry.
I bet that was probably a different figure.
Was he Darth Vader in how many movies, though?
Like 6.
Okay.
Right? Because
I don't know.
he's in all 3 of the originals. And then he appears... He's in 3 for a moment. They use his voice in 3. For just a moment, though. I think he just says no in 3. In fact, he's just... No! It's actually pretty good. And then he's in Rogue One for just a moment, which is like a standalone. And then he's also in like some animated series. I think he appeared. He showed up to do the voice.
Ah. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, he's a fucking cool cat.
Fucking A.
That's very interesting. I didn't know it was just one day. $7,500.
$7,500.
Can you believe that? That is absurd.
Yeah.
That is absurd.
Yeah. Anyways.
That's still like pretty good for a day's work though.
Right.
But it's absurd. For Vader's voice. Like
Yeah,
he should have been given like I mean what should have he been paid? Those guys weren't paid shit compared to like how much money it made Lucas. He had the foresight to retain merchandising rights.
Yeah.
Who the fuck does that?
Yeah. Somebody who knows.
He knew that the toys were where the money was going to be. And
motherfucker. Anyways.
And the t-shirts.
But,
all the mouth breathing.
So after the Star Wars hype.
Okay.
Obviously the merch and all that stuff.
Okay.
You know, Return of the Jedi was called something different on purpose.
It was called...
as they were filming. They did not call it Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, what did they call it? Hold on, I know what they called this. Fuck.
Let me just read this. I'll just give you the backstory here. It was 1983. Everybody's crazy about Star Wars.
Yeah.
And...
They were trying to break in and get the hype.
Yeah.
It wasn't Blue Harvest.
Trying to get leaks and everything about... And, the storyline as much as they could about it, you know?
Yeah.
And so what they did is just change the movie and shot under the production called Blue Harvest.
Yeah, I just said Blue Harvest.
Well, fucking A, Coopy Loopy.
Yeah, so ever since then, it's been kind of tradition to have a working title for your movie. So, like,
Okay.
episode 8, the
Especially
one that just...
the bigger the movie,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
The one that just came out, its working title was Space Bears.
Interesting.
And the one that they're finishing right now, that one's working title was Black Diamond, I think.
Okay.
Because it was like the steepest story they have to fucking deal with.
Nice.
They're wrapping everything up with 9. So
They
all
better.
6,
Even my kids are sick of Star Wars now.
all 8 movies. Nobody's fucking sick of Star Wars.
I beg.
If your kids are sick of Star Wars, why do you have such negative kids, bud?
Hey, man.
Like, they got that boiling Brohm blood in them.
The vein.
They got the dark
middle of
side.
my fucking forehead.
Darth Brohm.
I can feel
Darth
my
Brohm
pulse
is.
in the temple.
Temple. Dark Temple.
Hey, I got to do a revelation.
Darth Brohm.
It's gonna
Do
be
Revolution.
It's gonna be a little bit off the
Off the chain.
off the Star Wars subject.
Off the Star
But
Wars
I
chain.
mean, we are smoking Skywalker. Or wait, we aren't, but that's just the sponsor of the podcast.
Yes, today's sponsor is brought to you by
Skywalker Kush.
Dank
The
Vapes.
Anyways, it's about weed. We all know I love weed so much, right? Yes. Anyways, so
Today's
This was
podcast
back-
is brought to you by
you shut the fuck
Determination.
up. There's none right now. But anyways, back in high school, I was one of my buddies' rides because we went up to a city up north to
Okay.
a girl's house up on a hill.
Okay, so
If
there
you know
you
who
were.
we're talking about? Yes.
So there you were wearing some
No. I was one of my buddy's
shitty-
rides, and
shitty brown cargo shorts.
he made and like
And a
and
white
I made
shirt.
my buddy give me a quarter a pot because he wanted me to wait so he can get some head.
So
And the best part about it was he stole the weed from the chick he got head with. So it was like he made out fine. I made out fine. I just waited and smoked bowl after bowl. Well, I mean, isn't that fucking hilarious?
it sounds like someone took you on a heroin deal and then made up a very elaborate story.
I mean, you definitely know the people.
Or maybe you robbed somebody.
No, well, I didn't rob anyone.
Yeah, I'm saying maybe the person that went inside and robbed.
Yeah, we're for real though.
Just getting the blows of Smith.
I waited for my buddy to get a blowjob, and he stole a. Well, I just told him like, okay, you owe me a quarter a pot, but he ran back out. He's like, give me about 20 minutes, man.
Oh man,
I'm like, dude, okay.
this has been
Fine
a
with
great
me.
episode for your last episode. Not bad.
Yeah, right. You fuck.
Why isn't that fucking Star Wars themed?
Because I just don't give a shit. I don't know.
That's your revelation. You don't give a shit.
That's always been my. Anyways,
Ridiculous.
you fuck. Should we get to fuck yous or?
You'd probably be like, I was gonna say let's do a local thing. Let's go dress up as Jedi. But you'd probably be doing like some Harry Potter shit out there.
No.
You'd get me all embarrassed.
Dress me up as Yoda. I'd be a good. I'm already bald, so.
You'd be a good Darth Travius. Darth Travidus.
No, you should be Darth
you-
Cooper.
You'd
and
be
Chase.
like a blaster guy. Choo 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 choo.
You know those were fucking.
Yeah, I know. We talked about that.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Well,
cool though.
our
That
very
should have been
few
your
listeners
fact.
don't.
I know. You should tell them.
Well, now I don't remember what we were talking about.
Okay, well,
The
I'll
laser
tell
sounds,
them.
that's right.
Yeah,
We're actually-
you found out that the laser sounds in Star Wars were just people blowing through straws,
And then they tweaked it.
like choo choo.
Yeah.
I bet that. Yeah, it probably makes sense. Choo 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 choo.
It's fucking wild. Especially in the first, or like New Hope.
Yeah,
Like, it was so just like thrown together. It
Well,
was awesome.
well, not really. I mean, Skywalker Sound
No, I mean like what I mean like
is creative.
very creative. They had to do it all from scratch.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, what's the best way to get a sound that you're trying to sound like?
Exactly.
Pachoo, choo, choo, choo.
And you don't have the money to pay for like somebody to come in and make all these special effects sounds.
Bro, he like created all that shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't that he didn't have the money for that. He had the money.
At the first
He
one?
had the money.
For the first one?
Dude, it doesn't matter. He fucking was a filmmaker. He created like ILM, dude. You know what ILM is? Industrial Light and Magic.
Oh,
He created that shit for Star Wars.
interesting.
So everyone came to him after that. You know that fucking sound the movies make, some movies?
Yeah.
The
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it fucking drives me nuts.
yeah, that fucking sound.
Yeah.
So that is a big that's the company THX.
Mm-hmm.
It's Lucasfilm. It's
Okay.
George Lucas, man. Skywalker Sound.
Interesting.
Skywalker Ranch is where like all of Lucasfilm used to be. Well, it's still where it's run actually. It's just owned by Disney.
Disney.
Disney owns it now.
Fucking, they own everything.
So Princess Leia is a Disney princess.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. No, fuck Disney. They can't just come in years after the fact and just decide, oh yeah, she is now a Disney princess. No, you have to earn your fucking crown, bitch. I'm not saying Leia didn't.
Well,
but
hey, you watch your fucking mouth. You don't even know
I'm
anything about Star Wars.
she doesn't need to be a fucking Disney princess. She's one of her own, man.
Number 2, $4 billion pretty much gets you what you want to be able to call anyone a Disney princess. $4 billion what they spent on that shit. So yeah, welcome to the fucking family.
Didn't Endgame get like 1.2 billion?
I thought it was like 65 million in the opening day.
No, I think it was over $1 billion, dude.
Look it up, man.
I'm doing that right now because I'm.
Where's the end meme?
Endgame.
That was a really good movie. I cried like a bitch. I cried my fucking eyes out.
Endgame.
I cried so bad, bro.
Opening night.
I cried bad, bro. It was bad. I cried bad, bro.
How should I search this? Endgame opening weekend box office?
Yeah.
Oh well, how about that? 1.22 billion.
Opening night?
The opening weekend.
Oh, I was gonna say that's fucking nuts. Wow. 1.2 billion?
1.22 billion.
Is that global?
Global.
Dude, that is fucking nuts. I mean, that is fucking
357 million North American debut. Just in North America. 357 million just on, but that was one night. That was opening night in North America.
What?
357 million.
How many? We don't even have 1 billion people in this. How many fucking people do we have in America?
357
yeah.
million.
Holy shit.
Let me look that up right fucking now.
Everyone in America pretty much went to Endgame.
US 325 million is our population.
Oh my god. I mean, that means that everyone and the illegals that aren't on those that aren't in those numbers.
Or just the people that have gone more than
in
once.
Canada.
Like, you. How many times do you see Star Wars when they come out in a row?
I saw 8, 9 times.
Like, in a row. Consecutively.
In a row? I wouldn't just, go back to the movie theater after going.
Okay, good. There are people that do.
No, they'll go the next day.
No.
They'll go the next day.
I know somebody personally that is crazy like that. It's fact, dude.
So they'll go see the movie.
And I tell them to their face that they are
back
fucked.
in line and get another ticket and go see it
No,
again.
they buy them in advance, so they just stay there and bring their blankets. It's fucking psycho.
Well, actually, if we're gonna be fucking cunts about this, the drive-in does play double
Doubles.
plays
Yeah.
so that you can.
That's what they're doing in the movie
basically
theater,
like you.
though.
It's basically so you can nap through the second part.
Yeah, but they're watching literally the same movie.
I'm
Back to
saying.
back.
I'm telling you that the drive-in plays double plays sometimes. They did it with Hunger Games all the time.
Really?
Yeah, they played. So they obviously have double features. So another movie come on after, and you're welcome to stay, but everyone would leave. But Hunger Games was always double played, so that you. So number one, it was a new movie, so they couldn't play it with something else.
Right.
And people were staying for the whole fucking thing because that movie was a phenomenon. Hunger Games was like pretty badass, I thought. Hunger Games in the drive-in was so much fun. I miss the drive-in.
Yeah, they got rid of that here, didn't they?
No, it's still down there. I just don't live down there anymore, so I don't really go. When I lived down in like Taylorsville, West Valley.
Worst Valley shitty.
Worst Valley, you know, shit.
Worst Valley shitty.
Shit, yeah. Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, let's just talk about the future of Star Wars for just a second, and then we'll do the fuck yous.
Oh, Jesus.
Future of Star Wars.
Well, I guess that's now going to be one of my fuck yous.
What? No, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Have a better attitude. It's like
We've been talking about Star Wars for an hour and a half.
That's right. That's because this is a Star Wars themed podcast from now on.
Remind me to sleep all day next May 4th. Bitch. Oh, it's so fucking fun.
Remind you to not sleep on most every episode that we have, by the way.
I'm just a quiet person.
You're just like I don't know. If you don't want to be on the podcast, you don't have to be, bud.
Am I pissing the executives off?
You're really pissing the executives off.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's fine.
Never have, never will.
Future Star Wars, I'm calling it right now. Because they're wrapping 8. 9's going to wrap a lot of shit up. But they're going to, in 30 years, they'll bring back everyone that's in it now. They'll do 10, 11, 12.
Everybody's going to die from a drug overdose, and you know it.
Or the ocean's going to swallow us up.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
What if the ocean jumped onto the fucking land?
Huh? Jumped on the land? What?
Like a giant tsunami, bitch.
Oh. I mean, yeah. It's not going to be like a giant tsunami.
Could be.
I mean, it could be.
Could be tsunami that goes like across the whole fucking half of the western continent United States.
Let's say if a big, like, let's say if like a, what was the one in Russia that was like 8 to 10,000 pound asteroid that hit in 2013. Imagine if like a 20 to 30,000 pound asteroid hit in the Indian fucking Ocean. Yeah, I think there would be tsunamis fucking everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Like, so plausible, yeah.
Dude, there's part of an island on the other side of the Atlantic that if like this rock face falls off and into the ocean, it could create a tsunami that like wipes across Miami. Like it'll just be a small flood.
Wait, where is this again?
It's just like on the other side of the ocean, the other side of the Atlantic. But it could this rock face that like looks like it could at any moment could just fall right into the ocean, and the displacement of that much water could just create a fucking tsunami.
I think one of the fjords in Norway.
I want to say it is something up there.
Yeah, I think they made a really fucking corny movie about it too.
No, is there a corny movie about it?
Something similar to it, but it would just wipe out like the specific town in Norway. Like,
did you fucking mic up? Gosh.
Jesus.
It would wipe out a specific town in Norway? No, I'm saying on the other side of the Atlantic, it would come across the whole ocean and be a huge tidal wave by then.
Okay.
And it would wash completely across Florida.
Right. It's definitely plausible.
I don't know. Scientists are nutty.
Well, they're also smart, so. Anyways. There's also one of those volcanoes or mountains under the ocean that can collapse, and displace water like deep down.
Oh yeah, I never even thought about that.
Yeah, like there's a couple trenches that could collapse. I was reading about it just not too long ago. I can't remember too much about it though.
So wait a minute,
But
what is it? Just hollow down there? There's no way.
oh, it's just like how like earthquakes over time, erosion, everything like it's just decaying, and when it does, it crumbles. Like just imagine there are cliffs at the bottom of the ocean that are bigger than the Grand Canyon. Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine an entire wall of the Grand Canyon coming down. Like, that's massive mass
Yeah.
underwater, and that water has to go somewhere. Like, I know it's all the same, but, like, think of, like, a cup with an ice cube, and, like, you're holding it one way, and then, the ice shifts.
Yeah.
And you get a flood of fucking water.
It's fucking crazy, man.
I think I'm really high right now.
Yeah, I mean, if a pocket, like, that's how the tectonic plates.
Yeah, it's all fucking wild, man.
That's how the plates, like, if you have a bathtub and you have a big board that's like a piece of plywood at the bottom of the bathtub and it's full of water, and you lifted that plywood, if you just abruptly lifted that up, like 5 inches, which is like the same equivalency of like not even a hair of a movement on the Earth's fucking floor,
Yeah, you're gonna move a lot of water though.
You move a shit ton of water,
and
then it just rolls up.
And it doesn't look violent until it gets shallow.
No, it's the recession of water, like
attenuation.
Yeah, the Indonesian tidal wave in 2004, like
perfect example of that.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Continental shelf, and then all of a sudden the ocean just receded because that water got suddenly like all this area had to get like this water had to like slide down into this pocket of the earth that's now available. Like
for real,
it's so nuts.
It's wild.
And so the water swooped out, and if you ever see the fucking ocean swimming away from you, you better run your fucking ass.
You're dead at that point,
dead.
Bitch.
Well, no, not necessarily. There have been people that have survived from the beach.
I mean, or just start getting pumped.
It's just
ready to fucking go.
It's just that most people, and I myself would probably have trouble right now because I'm so out of shape. But I would struggle trying to like pull myself up into a tree or like pull myself up over a wall, where someone like you or like an able teenage person could probably jump up into a tree and be okay. But it's like an older person would get swept away.
Yeah.
And you can fight staying up, but it's the clutter of shit that's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
It's the metal bicycles that have like been.
And then if you survive, you're just gonna get some disease from that nasty water mixed with sewage and all that.
Yeah, you're gonna get cut up and your feet.
You're fucked. You're just fucked.
Yeah, the carnage that followed, like in Indonesia, like in Taiwan, that was so fucking bad. That was so sad.
Oh my god.
We're so lucky that shit didn't happen here.
We'll never get a tsunami in Utah.
No, I'm saying just like in California. Like,
yeah, they like any coastal area in the United States is, well, for one, they're gonna like Florida is already like South Beach is consistently flooding now because sea level rise has come up just enough to rise the water table, so everything is just completely saturated, and they're starting to have structural problems.
Yeah, no shit. I mean,
it's not going to get better as time goes on. Out. Yeah, no, fucking Florida.
Yeah, I really think Utah might be like one of the. I mean, I hate to.
We're in a primo area. Like
it's kind of nice to live here.
The Rocky Mountain area and
mountain people.
It's true. Like
we're simple mountain folk. How can we help you?
And you know what's really crazy about climate change? We would actually benefit in the Rocky Mountain region for way longer. Why? a lot of other areas in the country suffer because we're supposed to get way wetter.
Yeah, we become like a little rainforest.
Yeah, we would have we would not be a desert anymore.
Nope. It would turn into Zion, which is what all the Mormons want.
Yes, it would look Jurassic as fuck.
Dude, it already does around here.
It does, especially in the Red Rock country.
Well, I mean, if you look, like the little gully out behind my house, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Ooh, and like Neffs, and like especially like right now in the springtime, it's like Little Fern Gully up in there.
fuck off. Tomorrow we should go for a ride.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I got my kids, so like.
Oh, I'm going for a ride tomorrow.
Well, then.
I'm gonna take my hammock. I'm gonna go pitch my hammock somewhere.
There you go.
Take my guitar. Ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding. Ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding.
Oh, dude.
Bro, bring yous. Those are fuck yous.
Yeah, man.
Well, fuck you for not liking Star Wars. It's a bonus fuck you. You ruined this episode.
Suck my balls, bitch. Anyways, fuck pickles. I had a bad experience tonight, so I had to throw that in there.
Fuck pickles.
When you hate pickles so bad, and then somebody accidentally like mixed in with the lettuce a pickle.
Somebody did it on purpose, I bet.
I bet they fucking did because they're fucking.
Somebody wanted to fuck with you with pickles.
Fuck pickles, dude.
That's kind of weird, buddy.
Fuck yourself. What's your fuck next one, bitch?
No, that was a bonus fuck you.
Suck my balls.
Kathleen Kennedy, fuck you, Kathleen Kennedy.
I don't know who that is. So.
Just overseeing Lucasfilm.
Oh.
I just want to tell her I could do a better job.
Okay. Well, you should call her. I think that would be a great phone call to record.
I can totally run Lucasfilm better, and I'll do it for free.
Fucking A.
That's how much I love Star Wars.
My fuck yous are not Star Wars related, so fuck you. Fuck gas prices right now.
Typical Brohm stuff.
Yeah, I'm pissed today.
My fuck yous are all Star Wars related. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry for you, not sorry for me. Fuck yous. Fuck you to all the 8 haters. 8's great. Fuck you. Go ahead with your traffic report.
Excuse me, bitch.
Go ahead.
No.
What's your last fuck you?
I was gonna say fuck Star Wars just to piss you off.
Fuck off.
That literally was my last fuck you. Cause it's hilarious.
Well, fuck you,
it's hilarious.
Well, I'll give you a little bit of a fuck you to the Star Wars. Fuck the. What's all over this fucking letter?
I don't know.
Your fucking gross hands.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so fuck the special editions. When he fucked with them. That joke you told me earlier about Jabba the Hutt. That's funny because he fucking edited Jabba into like the original A New Hope, and like he did like a shitty digital version and then a slightly better, but the original is an actual man that was Jabba.
Oh, okay.
And then he fucking went back and like took the deleted scene, put it back in the movie, fucked with everything, bro. Took some of the puppeteering out in Jedi and put like a fucking new age song into it, and it's so bad. The original is pretty cringy, but the original at least is like it's Star Warsy. It's very, very Star Warsy. The original like song in Jedi when I'm gonna light you on fire. Next May the 4th, I'm gonna get a co-host. I'll have the executives find me a co-host that wants to.
Who's the
talk
executive?
Star Wars. I'm the executive.
No.
Yeah.
It can't be you.
I am.
Who am I gonna tell to fuck off then? I could just tell you.
Try.
I already tell you to fuck off. Like,
I'll tell
you
you
to tell me
fuck
I've been
off.
telling the executive to fuck off this whole time.
I'll tell you to fuck off.
No.
Why don't you fuck
Bitch,
off?
Why don't you suck my balls? And I can say that because I
fuck
have to.
off. Yeah, well, suck on my ball. I wouldn't let you. Fuck you. Fuck off.
Fucking. fuck.
May the fuck off with you. May the fuck off be with you. May the fuck you. The 4th of May. It's fucked. Fucking great podcast. Welcome back. Can't wait for episode 10.
You were great.
Fuck you. Fuck off, bro.
I was great. You were shit.
I was great. You were a Sith.